Oh, I'm back on the Canelo fanboys. You know we're arch enemies. Alright, what's good is the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So I got Canelo in the not Canelo, but mostly Canelo fanboys. Alright, going in on you guys once again. You guys continue to make dumb remarks or whatnot because I'm pushing for Canelo Alvarez to fight David Benavidez, right? Now, here's the hypocrisy, right? The contradictions, right? I'm starting to notice a lot of Canelo fanboys saying, oh, Canelo's fought this guy, and David Benavidez has only fought a few guys, man. Canelo's fought all these guys. Why should Canelo have to fight David Benavidez when he fought all these guys? Now, that's funny because here's my thing, right? And I'm talking to you guys and you know who y'all are, right? Same guy. Ain't it funny how you guys just named all these fighters that Canelo fight? You guys are named all these fighters that Canelo fight in defense of him not fighting David Benavidez because he's fought so many great fighters, right? Well, it's funny because weren't you guys saying Floyd Mayweather was ducking? And I'm talking to some specific guys that I know, some channels that I know was calling Floyd Mayweather duckers, right? And you guys know who y'all are too. And then even you fanboys know who y'all are. You guys said Floyd Mayweather was ducking Pacquiao, even though Floyd Mayweather had fought Marquez, Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, Sean Bay Mitchell, Zab Judah, Carlos Baldomir, Arturo Gatti, all the Diego Corrales. Like, Floyd Mayweather had fought all these guys, but because he didn't fight the one fight not the one fight, because all these fights weren't necessary, but because he didn't fight Pacquiao when we was wanting him, you guys were saying that Mayweather was ducking Pacquiao. But Mayweather had fought all these other guys. Wait. Okay, I got a rebuttal. I know the rebuttal. Well, Pacquiao had also fought a lot of guys too. You know, Pacquiao, unlike Benavidez, he had fought Miguel Cotto and Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton, and he fought all these guys, right? Oh yeah, trust me, this is chess, not checkers. I know what you guys are gonna say, right? We can't compare the two because Pacquiao had fought great fighters. He had to fight Pacquiao. He had fought great fighters as well. Benavidez hadn't fought that many great fighters like Canelo has. All right, so watch this. This is why I say checkmate. Do you guys remember in 2013 when Floyd Mayweather where Canelo Alvarez was supposed to fight on the undercard of Mayweather versus Robert Guerrero? He was supposed to fight on the undercard. He was supposed to fight Austin Trout on the undercard of Mayweather versus Guerrero. But Canelo made a certain demand that Floyd didn't agree with, and so Canelo pulled off of that card, right? Canelo said, in order for me to fight on the card in May 4th with Robert on your undercard, you have to fight me in September. And Floyd Mayweather stated, nah, you don't call no shots over here, bro. I'm going to do what I want to do. And all you guys were saying Floyd Mayweather was ducking Canelo Alvarez. However, Canelo Alvarez at that particular time had only fought Austin Trout, the biggest name on his resume. Not even, well, he had fought a past his prime Shane Mosley, Kermit Cintron, Josecito Lopez, right? And he was about to fight, but his resume was nowhere near on the resume of Floyd Mayweather's. But all you guys said that Floyd Mayweather was ducking Canelo Alvarez because Floyd Mayweather didn't agree to fight fight Canelo Alvarez in September, which caused Canelo Alvarez to pull his fight, the fight with him and Austin Trout, off of the Mayweather versus Guerrero card, and then end up fighting in April 20th. But if you guys do not believe me, that's fine. Let me go ahead and pull up my receipts. A lot of you guys weren't around back then, but I had to look for this article or whatnot because I remember this. I was a huge boxing fan back then. A lot of you guys are just Johnny come lately, so you don't remember this stuff. But I have to pull up receipts. I had to pull up receipts. All right, so this is an article. This is an article that was made February 28th, 2013. All right, almost 11 years ago, right? by Boxing News 24, who is still relevant to the sport to this day. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. All right, so shout out to Boxing News 24. Listen to the article. It says, Canelo will lose media exposure by pulling out of Mayweather's May 4th card. It says, WBC junior middleweight champion Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has the record, or at the time had the record of 41-0 with 30 knockouts, figured he wasn't going to help Mayweather Jr. make his May 4th fight card a huge success after Mayweather refused to sign for a September fight with him. So Canelo pulled out of the undercard and will face WBA junior middleweight champion Austin Trout, who at the time had the record of 26-0 and 14 knockouts. Was this a smart move by Canelo to pay Mayweather back pulling out of the card? No, it was actually kind of a dense move by Canelo because Mayweather is going to fight him eventually. But Canelo tried to push it like he was the one calling shots. Remember them, like, listen to this. Canelo tried to push it like he was the one calling shots. Right? Now, how does that sound right? Somebody, you guys, the same guys that'll say, oh, what the heck has David Benavidez done to try to offer Canelo something? He hasn't been fighting anybody. He hasn't been Canelo pulled this same, well, not the same move, but Canelo pulled a similar move on Floyd Mayweather. All right? But you guys don't want to talk about that. The contradictions. Let's keep going. The hypocrisy. Let's keep going, all right? Obviously, he's not still, because he's still totally unproven after faced pretty much exclusively weak opponents during his 8-year pro career. All right? But pulling out of the May 4th card and choosing to fight trial on April 20th at the Almadones in San Antonio, Texas, Canelo's fight will receive a lot less media exposure than it would have had he simply stayed and fought on Mayweather's undercard. Yahoo Sport estimates that Canelo Trout fight could wind up doing only 1/5 of the exposure that he would have received had he stayed on the May 4th card. Was it a smart thing to do? That was a blow it move by Canelo because he overreacted, in my view, after Mayweather refused to sign a contract right away to fight him in September. Canelo needed to fight on the card, stay patient and wait, because it's not as if Mayweather has a lot of options for his 6 fights. He's going to fight Canelo at some point, so trying to pressure him into the fight was a ham-handed move on Canelo's part. I just wonder who advised Canelo to pull out of the card, because if he thought it up himself, he needs to have some advisors that can talk some sense into the guy and make him realize you don't want to walk away from publicity. Being on the Mayweather-Guerrero fight card would have given Canelo a ton of visibility with casual boxing fans who have never seen the orange-haired fighter fight before, and if he didn't get beat up and humiliated by Austin Trout, then he'd have to come out of the fight. He'd have to come out of the fight a much more popular fighter. But by pulling out of the May 4 card, Canelo is going to be seen by far fewer fans, and he'll continue to be unknown to a lot of casual boxing fans. Now, I disagree with that part, because obviously Canelo was definitely known. I mean, their fight wouldn't have done 2.2 million if he wasn't known. However, I just had to pull that up for a lot of you guys that do not remember that. A lot of you guys that did not know that Canelo was doing the same thing, and the Canelo fanboys was doing the same things. But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, do you guys remember after Canelo Alvarez fought, after he fought Austin Trout, you guys remember how he was saying that he wanted to fight Floyd? Or if you don't, I can remind you. Here we go.
Número 1 y número 2, ¿te gustaría pelear contra Mayweather?
Claro que sí, me encantaría volver aquí. Muy buena vibra, toda la gente, estoy muy agradecido, lo vuelvo a repetir. Y me encantaría volver y pelear con Mayweather. Pues yo estoy listo, siempre lo he dicho, estoy listo y aquí estoy.
Canelo.
The question was it was a 2-part question. He said, hey, the fans here in San Antonio came out to support you. Would you ever like to come back and fight here again? And the second one was, would you like to fight Mayweather? And he said, again, I'm very happy. I'm gracious for the support. Yes, I would love to come back again and fight here in San Antonio. And with Mayweather, what else can I say? I've said it all along. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight him. And if he wants to do the fight, let's do it.
Last question.
Now, at that particular time, everybody was pushing for Canelo to fight Mayweather. Kind of like how we're pushing Benavidez to fight Canelo. Mayweather being 36 years old, Canelo only being 33 years old. Mayweather was past his prime. Canelo being in the pinnacle of his prime, maybe a little bit over, I don't know. But Mayweather, it's the same exact scenario. You guys everybody wanted the Mayweather versus Canelo fight, and you can't say we didn't want the Mayweather versus Canelo fight, because if nobody wanted that fight, then why did that fight go on to break records and also do 2.2 million pay-per-view buys? All right, now this is where everybody started to call Mayweather a ducker, because once they asked Mayweather about Mayweather gave his classic answers or a classic response. You know how he likes to beat around the bush when he gets asked about certain fighters. But if you don't want to take my word for it, go ahead. I got receipts. Take a listen.
Floyd, over here to your left. Floyd, congratulations on a fine performance. The punch stats show that he only landed 19% of his punches. I'd like your comment on that, and also, are you hopeful that your next fight will be against Canelo Alvarez?
Well, I just came off a solid victory tonight. And like I said before, I'm closer to 40 than I'm to 21, so I feel like I'm in a position to take some time off, talk it over with Al Heyman, talk it over with my father, and Leonard and the rest of my team, and see what we come up with. I don't want to just, he's a young guy. I'm not saying that Floyd Mayweather's not going to duck or dodge anyone, but I'm at the pinnacle in the sport. I earned my stripes. You don't get to this point, by working. I worked hard for 17 years to get to this point. So I'm not in a rush. Canelo Alvarez is a hell of a fighter. But when I seen him against Trout, I thought the fight was a lot closer than they judged the fight, because I think Trout wasn't landing big shots, but he was more active. But like I said before, that's not for me to worry about. My job is to keep going out there and racking up victories and being the best Floyd Mayweather that I can be.
Oh, the Canelo fanboys and the Canelo fanboy channels were super mad at this, and they were calling Floyd Mayweather all types of ducks. Matter of fact, they even asked Floyd again in an interview, and here's what Floyd had to say, which is a more clear version, just to make sure you guys understand the hypocrisy and the contradictions that you guys like to put on, okay?
Floyd, when you look at the whole landscape, who's out there as an opponent, isn't it fair to say that Canelo is probably the #1 choice at this time right now?
I proved myself already. All right, guys. I proved myself over time to time. I'm not gonna choose one particular opponent, because if I was to fight Canelo and beat Canelo, they're gonna come up with a they were just coming up, not too long ago. They was talking about Pacquiao. He got 2 losses. Now they're talking about Canelo. And I think the Canelo fight, like I said before, with Trout was a lot closer than they had it. But, if me and Canelo was to fight and he took a loss, then they're going to come up with another opponent. So they're going to keep making opponents. This is not going to stop. And I'm not going to say Canelo's not a good fighter, but like I said before, I'm happy with my victory tonight. And the only thing I do is take one day at a time.
Now, doesn't that sound familiar? Didn't I say that that's what they do when it comes to the face of boxing? They'll build up one fighter, and when one fighter can't do it, they'll just build up another fighter. Ain't that what Floyd just said? So everybody was pushing Floyd to fight. When people were saying, oh, Floyd is now he's already ducking Pacquiao, now he's gonna duck Canelo Alvarez. Everybody was saying that, bro. But guess what? Canelo Alvarez is exactly where Benavidez was today. Canelo Alvarez was when everybody was saying Floyd was gonna duck Canelo Alvarez, and people were saying Floyd didn't want that fight. Canelo Alvarez was where Benavidez was today, and Floyd was where Canelo Alvarez was today. And guess what? Floyd still fought Canelo Alvarez, and so now Canelo Alvarez needs to fight David Benavidez. All right, it's the same exact thing. You guys, checkmate. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?